You're watching Satluj TV News. I'm Angus Scott in London. This weekend marks a significant day for Sikhs campaigning to create an independent state from India, a state that will be known as Khalistan. On Sunday, the large Sikh community in British Columbia, Canada, will be given the opportunity to cast their vote in the unofficial referendum being rolled out internationally across the Sikh diaspora. The referendum simply aims to assess the support amongst the Sikh community for the establishment of an independent state, Khalistan, approximately along the lines of the old Punjab, carved into two by the 1947 British partition, when both India and Pakistan gained independence. Since that time, the region and its inhabitants have been the subject of brutal oppression by the Indian government over decades, provoking significant backlash from the Sikh community, eventually spiralling into militancy against the Indian state. This peaked in the 1980s when then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi launched a full military attack on the most sacred heart of the Sikh religion, the Golden Temple, killing one of the most revered Sikh freedom fighters in the process, as well as thousands of innocent men, women and children cowering in the temple complex. This act led to her 1984 assassination and the Sikh genocide that followed, where state-sponsored mobs tortured and murdered thousands of innocent Sikh families in a 3-day killing spree. In the context of this history, the movement towards an independent state, free of Indian central government control, has grown. The Sikh community, fiercely peaceful in their approach to life, have never been afraid to fight equally as fiercely for recognition and acceptance of their culture. And as a result, many Sikhs across both the Punjab and the international diaspora have flocked to the Khalistan banner. India, on the other hand, has never compromised in its approach to the Punjab region, after the spiral of violence that exploded in the 1980s. Although the region remains largely peaceful and subjugated after decades of brutal oppression, and the steady erosion of rights for native Sikhs, the majority Hindu government have outlawed any talk of secessionism and demonstrate a zero-tolerance approach to anyone standing up for Sikh rights within the region. The questionable arrest and continued detention of pro-Khalistani campaigner Amritpal Singh has typified Narendra Modi's approach to dealing with any talk of secessionism. But in a more sinister turn of events, several high-profile pro-Khalistan activists have been murdered or died under suspicious circumstances, including only recently the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar outside the very Gurdwara that will host the referendum campaign this weekend. Sikh organisations across the Americas and the UK have openly accused the Indian government and India's secret services of being behind these murders. Already rolled out across the UK, Australia, Italy and Switzerland, the referendum now arrives in Canada, home to around 750,000 Sikhs, where it will at last provide the opportunity for Sikh voices to be heard in an albeit unofficial democratic appeal for self-determination and independence. The Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, often proudly proclaiming to the world India being the world's most largest democracy, may soon be forced to acknowledge the democratic demand for a new independent state of Khalistan. We'll have more coverage on this referendum in Canada shortly, so do stay tuned. But in the meantime, you've been watching Satluj TV News, and don't forget to click on that subscribe button to make sure you get to see stories as they're broadcast. And of course, if you have any comments or opinions on any of our news stories, you can comment below, or indeed drop us a direct message at message@satlujtv.com. We'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, thanks for watching. For Satluj TV News, I'm Angus Scott in London.